Welcome back, everyone. We're here entering another friendly league with Curryvore's blue-white mid-range deck. This will be the same deck as the one I played through the last league. Walking into game one right here. So, welcome aboard, and let's see what we can do. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so yes, we are on the draw. So this hand has has an opt, has a cavern, has some early game interaction. I really wish that this Colonnade was an untapped blue source so we could hold up the spell Snare, but this hand looks respectable, so we'll go ahead and keep it. Okay, Affinity. Classic matchup here. Alright, so we'll just play the island and pass the turn. Does this allow us to get either a Ravager or a Steel Overseer, something of that nature, or even a Cranial Plating. Pretty much going to snare just kind of whatever they play, I think. Yep, that'll work. We'll just play our planes here to keep up both path and opt. So we have plenty of lands. We're going to be looking to opt into some action here. So which one is this again? Okay, so this is the Hardened Scales. Sack an artifact and proliferate. Okay. Don't have a lot of experience against this deck here. Hangerbrock Walker for 1. I think we're just going to path it right away. Try and use our mana as efficiently as we can. Field of Ruin, we're going to put that to the bottom. Supreme Verdict is nice. Alright, so we'll go ahead and just get this off the battlefield here. Keep things nice and clear. Just in case we need to get the verdict down next turn, well, we have the Flooded Strand to do that, so we will delay playing the Colonnade yet another turn here, and just keep up Field of Ruin and Snap Path. So our opponent's down to 2 cards already. We also, I guess, have no, we do not have Snare. Alright, so we'll take our lumps here, see if our opponent decides to go for anything in their second main phase. They do not, so we'll go ahead and take this opportunity to get rid of that. Nexus. I guess I didn't really think of it before I went and pulled the trigger on that, but I'm sure there's some sort of an interesting interaction between Nexus and Welding Jar, so that I didn't really consider. So, alright, we'll just play the Colonnade here and pass the turn. So far, I don't think we've probably done anything that would tip our opponent off that we're going to be having a slightly bigger game plan. Now this double Welding Jar draw lines up pretty good against our Supreme Verdict here. Pendlehaven's a little obnoxious, but I don't think it's a big deal. I also think we will probably get I think we're going to snap this opt. Just wanna find a threat like an angel or something. Start getting a clock on our opponent. So it's gonna go to the bottom. Okay, and there's a Detention Sphere. So we'll lead off with an attack here with our Snapcaster Mage. And I don't think there's anything we want to Detention Sphere at this point. So I guess we'll just play out another Field of Ruin and pass the turn. Okay, opponent gains a life, sacrifices a Welding Jar, sure. I can't imagine a world where this... Okay, Hardened scales. So what can our opponent do? Our opponent can... We have Snap Path available this turn, so I think that's probably where we're going to be at. Okay. So they're going to beef up the Thopter here. So we are going to take 2, because our opponent's holding something in hand. I'm not sure what it is. Okay. We should have fielded on instep. I zoned out there for a minute. So we'll go ahead and get in with our Snapcaster here. Play out another Field of Ruin. And pass the turn again. Okay, Ancient Stirrings. Can't do anything about that. Hopefully we can respond to whatever. Hanger back, okay. So our opponent can hanger back for 2. We can path. We can snap path on it, and then Detention Sphere all the Thopters next turn, and start beating in for 4. Okay, so X2, so this actually has a converted mana cost of 4, so okay. No attacks. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and field one of the... Nah, I guess we'll leave our fields intact. So we're going to go Snapcaster, target the path. Snap the path onto their hanger back. They will proliferate with their Throne of Geth, I'm sure. Yep. Make a bunch of Thopters. I guess I will cash in one of these. Cash in one of these here. Grab an island. Okay. Alright, so we will definitely just get the sphere down. And I don't think they can do any nonsense here. And once again, I didn't even consider it, but the Throne of Geth could have gotten our way there if we would have timed our Detention Sphere poorly there. It could have gotten us. Debating whether I want to Detention Sphere the Hardened scales. I don't think I do. If we draw a Cryptic Command, we can bounce this one back to our hand. Okay, sure. I'll get a little dude there. And again, they've been holding on to one card here for pretty much the whole game. I'm not sure what it could be. I don't know what forms of interaction they play. And we'll hold on to this other field for now. So, alright, so we'll play out the Cavern of Souls. Let me think here. If we get in with double snap, does that really do anything? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. don't think there's really a way they can punish us too severely here, so we're going to get in with the Colonnade here while we can. Just hold back our wizards here on the ground. And second main phase, we'll play the Cavern, name Wizard, and we'll keep up a Clique on their end step. So I guess they're going to sack maybe a Welding Jar or something to proliferate. To their Arcbound Worker. Okay. Guess maybe we should have clicked at the end of their draw step there. So there's the Ravager. I'm going to click now. Just because, like I said, I'm not really sure what kind of, what all they play. So let's get in here and take a look. Yeah, I want to know what our opponent's last card is. Mox Opal. Okay. We'll let them hang on to that, and then their Ravager can resolve. Alright, looks like our opponent's going in on the something plan here. That many +1. So if we don't block here, what do? They put 5. I think we just block. We'll block with this snap, and then get him in the air here, I guess. So if I do try and play the Detention Sphere, what do I even sphere? So let's begin combat. Maybe the safest play would be to Alright, let's see how this works out for us. I think we're just going to get in with the Colonnade. Play it safe, leave up 2 blockers, and then Detention Sphere the Ravager. I don't think they have a way of giving trample or anything like that, so although they can well, even if they do, okay, so even if they sacrifice their artifact, with the Throne of Geth, it still achieves what the goal we're looking for here. We're looking to just get something off the table. So our opponent has a very large Arcbound worker. Not much else going on. Okay, don't think I'm missing anything here, so we will go to block. Put our snap in front of this guy. And Path would be a super sweet draw here. Or you know what? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I think we can Field Ruin anyway and clear the way. So, alright, go to the next game. So, again, this is pretty much the stock. This seems like a good one. This is pretty much the stock Curryvore list that's been going around recently, except I did add one Stony Silence over one of the Rest in Peace. So we'll go ahead and put that in. Definitely going to keep in Spell Snare to tag an early Walking Ballista or something like that. Wall of Omens doesn't seem great, I don't think. Can save us a few early points of damage, I guess. The sweepers are all fantastic. The flying threats are good. So maybe we'll go down. I like Mana Leak here. Detention Spheres are all good. So, alright. Why don't we cut the Omens and the Negate and run this back. So, I hope we get an opportunity to cast Cataclysmic Gearhulk. I'm super excited about that card. So we will be once again on the draw here, I'm sure. This is a very interesting deck. I'm actually kind of surprised that almost anything was able to usurp Affinity as like the go-to kind of artifact aggro-y deck. But so this hand really needs a white source, and it has no removal. Not sure how explosive they can be. I guess we'll keep it on the draw. We'll give it a shot here. Okay, leads with the Stirrings, so... Okay, so they have Ravager in hand. So if we get a Spell Snare here, we know that that's going to be our go-to. No Spell Snare. We do manage to find yet another threat. This is another Stirrings. Oof. Needless to say, I think their ops are a little more potent than ours. I could be looking for a land, maybe. But we do have the Gearhulk, so... And they sacrifice the rest, so not even your welding jars will save you if that Gearhulk can come down, opponent. Alright, an Opal. It really makes me wonder what kind of hand they must have kept. Right? We have a 1/1. And we are looking for a white source. I need a white source. We're going to get a little greedy here. Okay. So we are destined to draw islands, but that's fine. There's our white source. Let's go ahead and send it back. Just waiting to unlock our threats, and then hopefully we'll be able to take over the game from there. Although that's kind of terrifying. Would love to draw a path for that, actually. Alright, Strand. So go ahead, get down a Finks, and start gumming up the board and bridging the gap here. Oops. Okay. So we'll see if our threats can get by. Here. Looks like they'll be able to shoot down our Finks, and then some. Alright, Gearhulk's looking good here. We just need to buy time. We might not be able to, though. It's a lot of counters. So if they shoot the Finks, it'll come back. They'll have to sacrifice their Opal and their Citadel as well, though, in order to keep a creature, so I kind of like that. And then I think we just ride these Angels. So we're definitely on the prevent as much damage as possible plan. So Finks is going to come back. So they let their little dude die. They get to put a bunch of counters on a Walking Ballista. So they're going to get to shoot us for a whole heck of a lot of damage here. Actually, with the Ravager, they might just be able to kill us. Settle the Wreckage is pretty good. So 22. Let's put the counters on here. They add counters. Let's do the math here. Can we afford... I don't think we can afford to mess around with this Settle the Wreckage. Alright. Pardon me. One moment. Okay, so sacrifice an artifact. So they can sacrifice this. Make this a 6/6. They can sacrifice this. Make it an 8/8. Sacrifice this 16. Or hold on, they can put 2 counters on everything. They might just be able to kill us here. I think we're gonna have to play out the Finks and hope to get a little lucky. This is definitely one of the most slippery cards in the modern format, in my opinion. I really don't like playing against Ravager. Alright, so they're going for the Finks, as we thought they would. Well, I guess if they get to have an... yeah, I didn't think of that. I guess if they get to get an attack step, they can definitely probably have enough damage to do the deed. Alright. We'll see if this works out. Another Overseer. Okay, well that one's not going to live to see the light of day. But it does make more tokens. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, I think we're dead. So we're definitely going to go for the Gearhulk play, because that's... one way or another, they're still going to get to shoot us for 1,000,000. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Don't think there's anything we can do here, so... So, if we would have held up Settle the Wreckage, it doesn't look like it would have done anything either, but it does look like they're just going to get to kill us, so... yeah, so they're just going to get to hit us for such a high amount of damage that it's not going to matter, I guess. Alright. Yeah, Ravager's a pain. Okay. So... Anything we want to change? I don't think so. Well, does Rest in Peace do anything? Does Rest in Peace do anything against this deck? One moment. See if I have my sideboard guide here. Hardened Scales. So out, in, Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace, Gearhulk, and Dawnbringer. Okay, so it might. So snaps. Alright, so we'll try this out. This is Francisco's sideboarding guide here, so it looks like I might have went in the wrong direction. But I don't think we really drew any sideboard cards anyway. So we want Mana Leak, Negate, all the Finks and the snaps out. I can see that. So I guess Rest in Peace does have some sort of favorable interaction with their business here. Alright, so what's the other card that we brought in here? Mana Leak. Right. Okay. I guess, yeah, prevents the whole, shuts down the Ravager, so. Okay. We'll keep it. Not sure if the jig is up or not in terms of what deck we're playing. Maybe we should have taken one mulligan to try and get one of our sideboard options, but yes, this thing. Never one or more. Pay one. If you do, create a servo. Okay. All right, path's nice. This deck is really crazy though. Once it gets rolling here. So, looking in the direction we went, I guess we definitely didn't sideboard the best. I can say that, I think, with certainty. Get an island. I'm going to opt in response to this just to see if we can hit anything relevant. The Baneslayer? I think she's got to go to the bottom for now. Okay. One-on-one counters. Pay one. Okay. It's a lot of value. Just go ahead and path. I don't know if it's worth Detention Sphereing any of this or not. I think I'll throw a sphere on the Hardened Scales. See if that'll slow him down any. This relies on, yeah, okay. So we'll just get that out of the way. I think our game plan here is just to slow him down a little bit, just so we can start taking over the game with our threats. Okay. These Gearhulks are looking pretty tasty. Ooh, that settle's pretty sweet too. I like the way this is going. Exile all the attacking creatures. Yeah. Yep. Think I'm in for that. The Ravager. Okay. They're gonna play around Settle, I wonder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So I think we're in to take 4 here. I'm going to use the Clique just because I really want to see... I really want to know what's in their hand. I realize that there's a chance it might get blown away by the Gearhulks, but I just want to know what's going on here. Throne of Geth. I don't think I care about that. Famous last words, huh? Alright, so there's the Rest in Peace. Let's go ahead and get in with the Clique. And whatever they decide to attack with next turn is just going to get settled. Charging up the hanger back, making another servo, I guess. I guess they're just going to get in with the tokens again, just to try and preserve their board here. Now we will still have... Okay, so yeah, they're going to do that. So we'll go ahead and choose them. Get rid of all their little dudes that I guess they can just sacrifice to the Ravager. Okay. Since we drew the Rest in Peace, though, I'm wondering if it would not have been a little better to get it down the other turn instead of playing the Clique. My reasoning being that this turns off, of course, these two before we use the Gearhulk. Because they can... Let's see, right now they have mana up to activate the Blink Moth and put a bunch of tokens on a Blink Moth, so that still might just kill us. And I guess this line is pretty all in on trying to get a land here. Alright, Wall of Omens. Alright, so I guess we play a Wall of Omens here to see if we need a land. So we're getting to the point where they can almost just put enough tokens on this hanger back and try and... Okay, so there's our land. We'll get this down right now. And then just keep up some blockers. So our opponent's going to get a lot of tokens and stuff. Still feel like we might just be dead here. Alright. Yeah, I guess we probably die here, huh? They just throw a bunch of tokens on whatever They just throw a bunch of tokens on whatever we can't block, and it probably kills us. That's how I predict this this going down here. When it dies. Although okay, so this can't die right now though. So I guess we still get to block. And then Gearhulks will take over the game. Okay. So go ahead and block here. And I guess we're going to sacrifice another artifact, proliferate. This can't die though, right? 5, 8, go to 3. I think this is what we're going to have to do. Or go to 4, sorry. Math is hard. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're definitely... And I guess we give them back. They're going to get back a Hardened Scale, 2 Hardened Scales, but... Such is life. I guess we're on the back foot here, so... This still isn't great for us. I still feel like they have a lot of play. So let's see, they're going to keep 1 artifact. It's probably going to be the Ravager, I guess. They're going to sack everything to the Ravager. Then they're going to have a a big nasty something. I mean, the following turn we get to path whatever creature. Because they can't put the counters on the Blinkmoth Nexus. You always yield to that. Yeah, they have no way that I know of putting counters on the Blinkmoth, so they will get 2 Thopters from their Hangerback Walker. I wish we would have been able to make 1 more land drop before this to keep up the path, just for good measure. Because we might be in a little bit of trouble here in the air. So I think we're gonna have to save. We're gonna have to save the Vendilion Clique to block the Blinkmoth potentially. Because again, unless I'm missing something, this can't quote unquote die. So the Ravager has to be it, I think. So they proliferate. Okay, so yeah, so there they go. They're gonna get this. The next turn, we get to Gearhulk again. Hopefully after drawing another land, ideally. Okay. An artifact, a creature, and an enchantment. Turns you control. An artifact, a creature, enchantment, a planeswalker. An artifact, creature, enchantment. Okay. CBA to do the rest. Not sure what our opponent's saying there. Okay. So they have a giant, an absolutely enormous cataclysmic, or yeah, Arcbound Ravager. Okay. Off Nexus. Okay. Block this guy, block this guy. Okay. Alright, we want to land here. Okay, that is a land. So, play out the field. Alright, so I guess we don't need to play the Gearhulk right now. We have 2 forms of instant speed interaction. So we'll go ahead and pass. Opponent's tapping mana for this whenever one or more. Choose a counter. Alright. So we'll get rid of that right now. Whew. Alright, leaning on these Gearhulks. So that'll deny them the token from this. Since we're 4, we need all the help we can get. So I'm definitely just gonna blow this up immediately on their end step. Ooh, a Karn Scion Urza, huh? So he creates a colorless construct. Five loyalty. Ouch. Alright, opponent has a 2/2. Go ahead and field the Nexus. +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Get a second planes here. Cryptic Command. Okay. So if we take down the Karn, he gets an artifact. So if he draws an artifact and then also makes another dude here, he could be up a creek, something like, huh? If we kill the Karn, he draws an artifact. This becomes a 3/3. Knocks us to 1. So he has to choose between this artifact and this artifact. And he has a Karn. Alright. So we're just going to play this out. So we have a blocker. This one and this one. Done. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess our opponent gets to do the same trick we get to do. Stirrings. Hanger back, okay. top 2. Well, hold on. Opponent chooses one and put that card into your hand, the other into exile. So we're going to give them the worker, of course. I don't know, this is going to give them some stuff to do here, and they're going to get a 5/5. Oof. More than a 5/5. 6/6. So maybe the play was to keep up Cryptic Command. Maybe I punted this one away here, I don't know. Feels that way. Alright, so we can tap and draw, which I think we have to do. Alright, so I guess we need Verdict. It's too bad. Did not see. Oh, shit! Yep. I was, that's embarrassing. So I was thinking about... Yeah, never mind what I was thinking. Doesn't matter. I was distracted there. Well, that's too bad. Okay. Alright, so we wouldn't have got there anyway, but that was... So, okay. Looking back on that match, wow, that Karn is an absolute beating. That was... That's a good card. That's a good Magic the Gathering card. So that was rough. I feel like the Cataclysmic Gearhulk got us really close. Not quite close enough. Like I said, I don't think in Game 2 we drew any sideboard cards, so maybe it wouldn't have really mattered without bringing these in Game 2. But oh man, we really needed like an angel or something to stabilize. I guess the Gearhulks were nice, but their creatures were just able to grow beyond. And this thing here, maybe this was, I was supposed to. No, I don't know. But yeah, it's a tricky deck to play against, and I do feel like it was a good close game. There's probably one or two things I could have done differently that would have led us to victory. But yeah, they just had a nice draw there at the end of the game, and that kind of put us under. So, all right, move along to the next game.